A former Liberal cabinet minister and Ottawa MP Catherine McKenna is sharing her story in a new memoir. She was the Liberal MP for Ottawa Centre from 2015 to 2021, held high-profile positions in cabinet, serving first as Environment Minister, then Infrastructure Minister. During her time in Trudeau's government, she oversaw major policies such as the consumer carbon tax. In her memoir, Run Like a Girl, she discusses her childhood, her time in politics, and the abuse and harassment she faced during her time in government. And Catherine McKenna joins us in studio today to take a closer look at the memoir and the release. Thank you for being here.
It's great to join you, Patricia.
So why this book now?
Well, I don't actually see it as a memoir so much as how did I approach making change? So I did politics, but I also did things before. I worked for a peacekeeping mission. I started a charitable organization working on human rights. But I wasn't a fully formed politician, so I talk about my childhood. And people say, did you always want to be a politician? And I laugh.
No.
I always wanted to go to the Olympics. I was a competitive swimmer. I still swim. I love swimming at Meech Lake. And so I want this to hopefully inspire women and girls and young people generally, because it's really hard out there right now. Working on climate, on human rights, on all these issues. And
well, inspire women and young girls to go into politics, because it wasn't easy for you. You talk about some of the abuse that you took in this book, including you even have a picture of a Barbie in there.
Yeah, there's a Barbie.
Climate Barbie became the moniker that was thrown at you, along with a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I thought really long and hard about whether to talk about that, because I don't really like talking about it, and I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm looking for change. So I talk in some detail about the threats, harassment, abuse I face, because it's not acceptable. And I want people to take it seriously, and I want it to change and stop. Because I said when I left politics that I would stand up for women and girls and encourage them to go to politics. And one of the ways I'm going to do this is make sure that they don't go through some of what I went through.
And what you experienced while you were raising kids here in Ottawa and everything.
And just trying to get through the day.
Yeah. You also comment on Justin Trudeau, and we know we went through the whole thing, the feminist prime minister and committed to the equality in cabinet. And you said sometimes that was almost more of a hindrance than it was a help.
Well, look, I mean, full kudos to Justin Trudeau for saying, 50% cabinet is going to be women, and we're half the population. We had really strong women, so that was great. And he said because it's 2015, which kind of gave the impression like it's not a big deal. But then the problem was, it was like a lot of things were like feminist this, feminist that. And we did really important things for women, like childcare. That's really important. But some of it did feel a bit gimmicky. And then the problem is you kind of set yourself up, right? If there's ever a conflict with a woman minister, for example, then people are going to call you out. I think, I'm a feminist. I'm a woman. I wake up, but I didn't wake up every day saying I'm a feminist woman. I woke up every day saying I got a job to do.
Right. So focus on the job. Just quickly before we let you go, the job at hand now on climate. What is ahead of you, and do you think that this current government is veering away from being really focused on the climate change issue? We're seeing a change a little bit in policy.
Well, I do work on climate. I started my own company doing global work on climate, and I do work for the UN Secretary General. And I've known Mark Carney for a long time, personally, but also professionally on climate. And he is such an advocate for climate action. It's a super tough time right now with the trade war with the US, and so, he can do, the government can do things differently, but, I think people are waiting to see what the climate plan, because it's as much an economic issue as anything else. We're paying the costs. It's going to be much more expensive if we don't act now. And I've got kids, so I'm going to keep on working, and he has kids too, so I'm very hopeful.
All right, Catherine, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. We could talk at length, but I appreciate you bringing this to light. Run Like a Girl is the name of the book. You can see it there and available Tuesday for order.